So as we start the game, we'll go through this doorway and you'll see a valve here. Just to the left, you will find an item pickup. This isn't related to anything. I just thought I might put this in the video because you can actually walk past this, not grabbing it. And now this will be your first weapon kill with the Shambler. We need just a kill of each. It doesn't count, as far as I know, if you just shoot him like that, but it has to be an actual kill that you need to do. This is all part of the cutscene. There we go. Now for your very first note, after the cutscene where you get attacked by one of the Nazguls, what do you call them? After you kill your very first one, there will be a note located to the right before you proceed on and get attacked by lots more. And now for your next note, once you leave the hospital bed, just step forward a few times, look on the desk, this will be your next one. Now for the postcard, from the last location, all we need to do now is go through the next doorway. Before going through this door, look onto the locker to the right and you will find your very first postcard. And for your next postcard is once you leave the outside area and then you have to go through the building. When you head down your first set of steps, go into the next room to the right here. Avoid the stairs for now because we have to go down there anyway. Once you're in this little apartment building, you will find your next postcard here next to the window. And also in the same apartment building, just go to the next doorway and you will find this one located on the stand itself, or the nightstand next to the couch. And now once you go across to the next building, you will face some watchmen. And yes, I know I said Nazguls, I couldn't remember the name of them quickly. But you need to kill these quickly before Anna does, because she will kill them before you will. But of course you'll get many opportunities to use this gun to kill, but you might as well get it now. And now in this exact same area, just go to the left into like the shopping section here. Before going in, you will find a dead person and he will be holding your next diary. Now for the next note, this is pretty close from the last location. As you head down the escalators, you go through the bus. As soon as you enter the bus here from this side, you will find the note located here. As soon as you grab your first medikit, just look directly straight, you'll find a bat here. Then just to the left, you can just see the document there. Well, the diary. Now for this next diary, this one's pretty easy to find. Once you get in this control room, you want to pick up the diary just behind this Russian guy here. So now this will be a reminder. You don't really have to do it now, but since we have the gun on us, you might as well do it. So at this point here, this is the stealth section. It's type 2 how you want to do it, but just for the video's sake, I'm making it simple. Just kill someone with the gun. That's all you have to do. And now once you've done the outside section, as soon as you come in, you want to go around here, you will find the desk, and this will be your note. And now this will be quite a ways in. Eventually you'll get on to the next train section. And then you'll jump onto the enemy train. Now proceed on the only way you can. And now to get to the first, well, I'll say the first clip, but what? To get to the diary, go through this room here and on the desk itself, right next to these two soldiers, you will find your next diary. And now for the achievement Brakeman. I've already got it, so you won't pop up on my screen. So what we need to do for this achievement, all we have to do is go to each train car and use the emergency button here to detach each car. There's only 2 carts we've got to do, and this is the first one. You can either fight through this or just avoid them. But this is a very easy achievement to get, and also it is very missable as well. If you happen to miss it, if you don't have an earlier save, that it will most likely override, and then you have to do the entire game again. So just remember, when you get to the next train cart, do the same procedure again. Detach it. As soon as you detach it, you will get the achievement for the brakeman. Now, in this next room, there will be a diary, so let's go get that now. So now, for the diary number 10, this is very easy to find as well. As we go through the train station with the machine gun here, firing out to our friendlies, you'll see a lonesome guy here just standing in the middle of the doorway. Once you've taken care of him, if you go to the right on here, there will be your next diary. And now, before we interact with the map, if you turn around and head down the steps, and then you'll find the diary right here. And now there's an achievement now. Before we go onto the map again, head back to the radio and sit back on the chair. Now we want to, for this achievement, we have to go to 26 FM. So for those who want to find this bastard gun, that's actually what it's called, is when we get to your first boat section, with Anna's here, but now she's up there somewhere. If you look into the house here to the right, where we need to go for the objective, you will find the gun located right here. I don't know if this actually counts or not, but I'm going to do it anyway, but I will show you again at a later point. I don't know if that counts as the kill, but we've got one. Alright, so we're going to grab this postcard, and also we're going to escape this church without killing no one or getting seen. Because if you do this successfully, you will get a positive morale. This also helps towards a good ending as well. So this will be, I'll say, quite a lengthy one, but I'll try to get out as quick as possible. So you can knock out people as well if you want to. We don't need to take him out because he won't see us, but be careful though, there's a guy down here that will see us. Can't see him, there he is. Right, let's go. We're going to wait for him to get inside that doorway.
I'm changing position to meet the woman and child. I know you can handle this just fine.
So, brethren, have you found the heretic? We can't find him, father. Keep looking, my children. We're not about.
Also, every time you kill someone, or sorry, not kill, but knock someone out, make sure to search their body and grab as much as you can. So once you come to this ladder, in this room here, there will be a postcard located somewhere up there. I can never find it very well here. Oh yeah, sorry, I already grabbed it. I forgot. So right here, there'll be the postcard. So that's good to know. So that's the postcard located right on this wall here.
Come out, you dirty spawn of Satan. Come out and don't tempt these men anymore.
Now, since we are doing very good at the moment and we haven't got seen by anyone yet, make a quick save. Also, it's very risky to make a quick save because you don't know if you actually got it or not. There we go. We've now made it to the end.
Artyom. You're like a real ninja. I just kissed you right now. Though I've got to take Katya and Nastya to the Aurora.
So now we're going to grab the suit upgrade. This will be for the compass. Is once Duke saves you from the creature in the water, then after the conversation, or just leave him talking to himself, go to the plane, and then go to the cockpit of the plane, and then you will find the upgrade there. If I remember correctly, on my first playthrough of this, there is a weapon, like a scope. I remember, I don't know why I remember that, but I think it's round about here. I've already been here once already to look around, but it should be here. And this will be the suit upgrade. I'll say suit, more just a compass. And now, keeping things simple from the last location, let's go get the diary now. So on our way back to the Adora, we're going to call it, we're going to grab the diary. I'm just saving money. I'm not even going to bother with anything like that, shooting people. But yeah, on our way back, we will find this very, very small destroyed building section. You will find a dead guy, or two dead guys in this room. And then you'll find a note here. I need to remember now to show you my map as well, because I've actually got a map now. And now, once we have been given this Tiger gun, we are now also heading towards our next objective. Along the journey, you will find some watchmen. One's located here, and one's up here. Then, since I've got the bastard gun still, I can actually kill this watcher, hopefully. It's going to be loud, so... So now for the next weapon kill, this will be the shotgun type weapon. This is where we're located, and this is where the safe house is. So basically the good thing to look for, if you're looking for this safe house, just look for this tower. It's very noticeable to see it. But once you get here, you want to go inside to grab your next weapon. I think it's like the ash shot or something it's called. So we're going to change our bastard gun. I'm not a big fan of that. Now, find anyone around here. Won't be too hard. There's one over there already. Preferably, I want a guy find a watchman because they are a lot easier to kill. So now, eventually, you will come to this house. As far as I know, you can't go anywhere else but to this house. Once you go inside, I'm going to have a quick speed run through this building now, because you need to go through here anyway. And now, since we leave and drop down, you will probably start hearing a man on top of this crane just over here somewhere. You can see him now, he's there. Once we leave the doorway, we're going to go left and head down. You'll see a green monster thing here, so once you killed him, you'll find your diary right there. Be careful of the poisonous flowers and stuff. And now for postcard 4, once you met the gentleman in the crane, then before you leave, you want to grab the postcard and then head down the zip line. Or whichever way you prefer. So this is for the Silent Marksman. This is probably the best place to get it, and I wanted to get it here because I didn't want to use the gun no more. But basically you can actually kill crows as well for the weapon kill achievement. I can confirm this, but I killed one of these crows and I got 1 kill for it for this gun. But yeah, there's many enemies in this section. There's at least 7 or 8 here, but there's loads in the shipyard itself before you actually get to the guy on that crane. There's also, remember to try and find the underground too, because there's at least 5 or 6 there as well to kill. Okay, let's go get the suit upgrade. This will be a battery. So you can actually get here pretty soon when playing this level. So once we are in this shipyard, you can actually go east from there and go to this very small island. You don't need a boat, but you can if you want to. It's probably a lot easier to go by foot because you don't get attacked by anything in the water. So from the shipyard, if you have spoken to the gentleman up here on the crane, or if not, you just come east from this location. Be careful of the ghouls over here, and then you'll see like a red flag. So these are your safe spots to stand on, or you can just simply go straight to this wall and be safe. So once you're over here, there'll be a generator that we need to fuel to get inside the location. Be very careful that if you do want to speak to these guys, you can, making sure you holster your weapon. If you don't, you'll get a bad morale. I already figured this one out. They don't really say much important, so if you do want to just listen to their conversation, feel free to go there and investigate them. So there are quite a lot of resources here, but just during the video I won't be grabbing them, so just make sure you look around. I'll grab them after the video clip is finished. Just to make it as quick as possible to get to the location. So once we've done that, we now want to go inside. Open up this door now that is previously locked. Now climb on top of the building, take a sharp right, now drop down into the hole. Now once we've done that, we want to go back on ourselves now, go back through the same door that we came through, and now we want to interact with this switch here. Turn this on and then we can finally get into this locked door. Once we're here, there will be a switch that we need to turn on, and then once you see the guy frying just here, then we can grab the battery. Or we grab the battery straight away, but if you really want to see him fry, then you can just turn it on. Bad bitch. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the battery upgrade. And also there is a safe room here, so feel free to use that to equip it or do whatever you need to do. Alright guys, so since we're still here in the place down below where we got the battery for the flashlight. Now, since we're here, we might also go grab the lovely document that's located right on this part here. There we go, we finally made it. So now this diary is located inside this area, so I'll bring the map up so you know where I am. As soon as you enter this house, you want to go inside and it'll be located in this room here. You can see it right there. So I'm going to quickly run there before my screen goes all weird. And now, once we have found Anna by falling through the hole, once again, this is all part of the main story. Now let's go find this diary. So as we proceed on through this doorway, there will be a part where you can go left. This is where you need to go, but go to the right and shoot the lock on the door. Now in here, there will be some weapon stuff for the AK that we have, or what we call it, gun. And then just to the right here, there will be a diary as well. I just want to make sure that before we head off to the next section, so once we have finished talking to the commander, we will come back out and we'll see the child here and we'll see that guy. I can't remember what his name is now. But if you want to speak to this kid here, and then he will give you a mission to go get a teddy bear. So the teddy bear is located on the very, very bottom right hand side. And then once we leave to go towards the objectives, we encounter these three guys and they'll speak about, there's a tower just over there. I think it's that tower anyway. That will have a guitar somewhere. We have to collect that for one of the missions as well. Right, so here we are on the map. We're right next to that guitar objective and the massive tower in the background that I was talking about. So there will be a villager here. We do not kill him, we kill the rest of the people and save him. That's pretty much all we do.
fish. Untie me, please. Thank you. Thank you.
There we go. A good deed has been done.
Devils got me on my way
And now, I might as well still record though. Let's go get the guitar now, shall we?
to Father Celandius. And so I got about halfway. And
There we go. There's another good deed finished. Alright, so now to get the next reinforcement or the suit upgrade, so the reinforcement helmet we're going to grab now, is as we proceed on down to go to the teddy bear side quest, you'll find this like very open ruin section with there's 2 snipers on top. So during the daylight you cannot go across that bridge or else you will die, so you've got to use the boat. So in the buildings, where there's like, I think there's like 2 or 3 in here, but once you have defeated all the bandits, you will see the reinforcement helmet, or reinforced helmet just on the side here. Alright, so here's the next 2 things we're going to find. We're going to find the diary, and then we're going to find the metal detector. So this is where the teddy bear quest is. So if you look on your map now, at the very bottom there, you can't really see it very well because my whole radar thing is on there. But I'm right next to where the teddy bear quest is, this is up there. So to the right side of that, you'll find an oil rig. I recommend going there because you can pick up some ammo and stuff. But inside this very small building will be your 2 things inside. That's one of them. And I'm completely blind. Whereabouts was the diary? Ah, there it is. Metal detector and the diary. Alright, so now we're going to get the achievement for the free bird. This is basically for killing a demon. I have tried doing it for the other demons that fly around, but this is probably the only one that I can think of that is actually walking around. So have a Molotov ready and just throw it. Oh, another thing, sorry, I forgot to mention, pick up the teddy bear when you're up here as well. And now, if you want to come to this location, this is not too far up from where the teddy bear was. You will come to these buildings here, or ruined buildings. You will find some of these crazy people around. And now to get to the diary, we need to go into this sniper tower here. And now for the next postcard. So not far away from the last location. So once you drop down from the sniper tower, come to this location with this little, I'll say it's like a little stronghold, compound to say. As soon as you follow the tracks, you will find that there's a little outhouse here. This will be another safe room as well. Let me show you the location on the map. As you go in, you will see your next postcard directly in front of you. And now for the next diary. Once you come to the upper part of this map, you will find at least 3 to 4 watchmen around here. If for some reason you go to this building over there, then you'll find some bandits and some equipment stuff. But since we're here, we'll get a little icon on our map. It's like a death symbol type thing. Once we enter this container, this will be the location of the diary. You need to put a gas mask on as well. And now from the last location, you will find the filter upgrade for your suit as well. Now let's get out of here before we die. And now, since we're very close to the next area that we need to go in to find the villagers, this is the big building over here that will have many guys inside. So go anywhere you want to and just wipe out the entire building inside. You could be stealth or you can be aggro straight away. It's entirely up to you.
Please, don't leave us here.
I can't even see the damn bloody lock.
Don't leave us locked, please.
There we go. That's the good morale.
Though you are a heretic, we will pray for the salvation of your soul for as long as we live. God bless you.
Prayer is great, but I'd like to thank you with something more substantial. Listen close. There's a room in the terminal. We bring all the sinful things there for the fish to purify them. Here, take this key. You're a sinner anyway, and there might be something of use for you there.
Simon, you mustn't. Silantius will excommunicate you for that.
And now in the same building as you have saved the villagers being locked up and after you got them the key. Once again, this is in the same building. Right next to where they are located, you will find a diary right here. And also, you may already found this already, but in the same location, if you go to the right side here, this is originally where there's a guy and a dog here. If you've done this stealth, there'll be an ammo pouch for your armor. And now for your next postcard. If you come to this location here, on the right side of the main tracks, do not go too far to this location because you will get shot. And I think the commander even tells you that if you go too far down there, you'll get shot. But to the right side of the main tracks, I'll say it again, you'll find this vehicle here that you can go into the back of. God knows what it is, but go inside and you will find your postcard located here. And now for the next diary, if I actually remember to record. So I've already actually picked it up. So in the same area here, I can't exactly remember. I went AFK for half an hour. There will be a diary located in one of these shelves. If not, it'll be on the bed or just hide here. It's definitely in here. This will be the diary for the torn page as well. Let me just show you. That's the wrong one. There we go. Torn page. And now for the next diary. When we head back out now to go to the next side of the jetty down below, there will be a vehicle here located right in this nest. I'll give you a better overview, but yeah, if you just follow the tracks back from the gas station, and you'll see this big truck here, and then right next to that big truck will be another truck or a small van with a diary inside. And now for the next collectible, this will be the diary number, wherever it is, 18 I think. So once we get to this gas station near the main objective, you will literally have to go past it to get to that boat anyway. So once we go inside, there will be many bandits out here as well, just a word of warning. So as we go in from the left side, there will be a document just on the front here. And now once again from the last location, this door is originally locked. So to get through that door, or get to that door, you have to go through the back entrance here. Now shoot the lock on this door, and you will find your next upgrade. This, well, not really an upgrade, it's more like a an add-on type thing, but yeah, it's still like an armor upgrade or suit upgrade. Okay, so now once we have spoken with Duke, who will give us more instructions on what to do, we will need to head to this boat anyway. Once again, it's all part of the story. But instead of going into the main building that we need to go in, we don't want to go there just yet. We still got other stuff to do. I also need this boat as well to get a document or a diary. And this document, or sorry, diary, is located right in the middle of the water here. We can't really do much about it. Oh, no, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay, we finally got to the middle island. Then all we need to do when we get here is go almost to the middle of this little section as well to get the document. I keep saying document, it's not a document, it's a diary. But there will be some shrimps here, as you can already see, and there'll be 2 dead guys as well. If they were very nice, they would run away from you, but this time they're not being nice to me. That's the document. And also amongst these 2 bodies will be some stuff we can grab as well. Some weapon attachments and whatever we need to grab. Okay, now they're running away. And now we're going to get the night vision goggles. You can't get these goggles unless you have the key that was given to you after you saved the villagers in the previous location. So once you now continue on with the story, eventually you use your boat to get to this location. Once again, you can't miss this area. So the correct way to go is up here if you don't have the key to get inside to get the night vision. And to get the key, you need to save the villagers in the previous location. So as we enter, you will see the night vision directly on the table here. So now, since we have the night vision and we already had a gas mask, so for this achievement is we need to kill 3 enemies using night vision and having a gas mask while using a scoped weapon. So we can actually use the AK for this one. I know it's not the AK in the game, but it's always going to be the AK for me. So let's grab a scoped weapon. So this scope was located on the plane crash. So let's equip that, install it. Now let's put the gas mask on. Now the night vision. This is so, I don't like this. This is really bad. Alright, so once you eventually crawl through this pipe, once again you have to do it, it's all part of the story. And then you'll see a very short scene where the monster in the water that kills 3 of these crazy people. Once you climb up the stairs, go the only way you can, is through this doorway. And then to the left, you will find the diary on the... I was going to say on the stairs, but it's on the chair. There we go. We're now done all the diaries in this section. So now the achievement we're going to get is called Fisherman, and this is actually missable. So in the same area as we got the diary, we now want to go to this altar. So basically what we're going to do first, we want to cut down, well, sorry, save it first, because if you mess up, you have to reload quickly. So cut down one of the bodies. You want to ring the bell. Ding dong. Here it comes. And then quickly do that. Yeah, gotcha. There we go. Okay, so once we brung the new house back, we want to speak to the child because he is the one that asked for the teddy bear back.
Find my teddy. Teddy? Teddy! Are you really back? You're my hero, Teddy.
And then speak to this guy. Then we can give him the guitar. I think it's him anyway. I'm pretty sure
What
it
do
is.
you have to say?
So, are you ready for that final push? Oh, where did you get this? God damn, this is cool. Thank you, man. You just blew my mind.
We'll ram the gate, pick you up, and I pray.
Stay in the shadow.
Look, you can climb aboard there. I'll distract them. You get on. Hide here and wait for them to pass.
Well, I can live with that.
Hey, what was that? What's worse? We have to check it out. Well, I sure don't like it, but we gotta check. All right, let's do that. I'll avenge you if you get eaten. yeah, sure. Just don't shoot my ass, though, okay, you avenging angel? Seriously, what's the general idea of even having us here? They want more Rosses? Or what? So, are we going to Nizhny this time?
Nah, we'll turn back about 20 clicks from there. Fuck those assholes.
You're talking about the outpost?
Yeah, the last time we were there, those fucking so-called vigilant watchmen made a sieve out of
There are
our
narrow
boots.
spaces between the cargo.
Convenient,
Squeeze through them.
everything was alright while we were unloading the wares, but when the time came to pay up...
Damn assholes.
Well said. So now, even if they offer a crate of ammo for a piece of bread, I don't care. I'd sooner go to Baku than there.
Hey, well, they say it's no fun in games over there either. I wish I could catch you. Shut up. Even if it's not tobacco.
There's a float between the barges. Climb overboard.
Don't even bite here. That monster must have eaten all the fish. You can't eat all the fish. Once again. Anyway, move along and quit scaring the fish away with your bullshit. It's high time it started biting. All right, sit all you want. Crazy.
Quit scaring the fish.
So how long are we going to keep sitting on our thumbs here? Well, Mikhailich is working on it. The generator shuts off all the time. If that's because you should have picked up normal spark plugs, not the shit you got. It sure would have saved us a lot of trouble. They aren't so bad. Look how long they lasted. And I've known one or two more clips to go.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! I can pay the goods. Take them. You can take the goods.
Stay calm, it's us! We don't need your goods. Your tugboat, on the other hand. You can collect it at the bridge if you play your cards right. You got me?
Yes, of course.
Order your people to stand down and nobody gets hurt. At once!
Hey, listen up, people. This is your skipper. Stand down and surrender at once.
You did the right thing. It's nice to talk to a smart guy for a change. Now go!
Great job, Artyom. pretty sure. Holy shit! What's it gonna do now?
Artyom, Duke, the Aurora is quietly moving into position. We'll be ready to act on your signal.
Roger that, sir. We're on it.
Just like Father Salandius foretold. Who arrived? Satan's slaves! It's like you missed the morning service. Well, I didn't.
One day you are going to get sent to fight demons for that.
But it's so early. Just tell me what he said.
All right. Well, a heretic actually arrived right at the ceremony, just like it was foretold. They rang the bell, so our guys took the boat, went there and searched it. But the heretic just vanished.
You see, Simon's back.
That Katya and her
Back?
response.
But he revealed how to eradicate all the demons. You don't just come back after that. Well, ask anyone. They got captured by heathens, but a heretic, one of the new ones, freed them. Old Simon just got cold feet, that's all. All the stories people tell not to go.
They just want to get to the other side.
Evil spirit will be making that noise.
Now I have to go check it out. Well, I guess such is the rule of Valona.
Oh, God. For a heretic? It would please God, though. So that's...
Do you see anything there?
What next? Then we just make the sign of the cross,
Everyone is
kiss
looking
the
for a
altar,
better
and we're
life.
back.
Which is where? Where we are not.
Why is that? We are the just ones. We are Father Salantius.
Who's walking over there?
You are dumb. Well, explain it. Looks like why
And people turned into shadows. But our cloister survived. For the faithful reside here. And the Lord in his mercy and wisdom has chosen one among them who goes by the name of Silantius. And so speaketh the Lord, I will be with you and will keep you safe, provided you are true in your devotion, provided you reject satanic technology. We reject! And even more so, do you reject Satan's deception? That thing they call electric current. The cursed gift the enemy gave to the fools, so that they would fancy themselves above reproach, above God, and more powerful than him. We reject! Amen, my children! For the electric current is Satan's temptation and his poison. Only those who reject the electricity will be allowed in the kingdom of God. Only those who remain unsullied by corruption will remain true. That is our faith.
Only the fish.
So let us not fear to hell at our door. The ones who attack our cloister, even with their iron steeds standing before us, stinking of machine oil and shine. Its heretical light upon us. We will not falter. Let us steel ourselves against them. For this is our hour of glory. Amen. Amen. So let your hands slay the enemy's servants with no rest or mercy. For we carry out the will of our Lord. And it is his retribution and punishment for their sins that our enemies will receive. And all who stand before our gates shall scatter like dust in the wind. His will be done! His will be done! For he will devour them, body and soul! Will never get past me! Hear me, brothers! Hold your fire! You hear me? I'll excommunicate everyone who shoots!
Well, that's a job well done, huh?
So once we enter the next section, so we'd be in the spring, once we leave Anna on our own, we want to go into the corridor to the right. The kid will try and get your attention, but look onto the table, you will find your only diary of this area. Now this would be quite a ways into the next level, but once you get to this section, then there you have to defend yourself. Before getting into the elevator that goes up, you can actually farm for this achievement. All you have to do is kill 90 of them, but you don't actually have to stay if you don't want to. But I would say if you farm for a little bit and then go to the tram itself, then you will fight many of these cannibals anyway. But that's entirely up to you. Now once we get off the elevator, this will be the first diary page. And it's actually called diary page. So once we go through the melt detector, look left and that will be your page. And now for the postcard number 9, once we are in the freezer section, and then we want to go through the section and leave out the next doorway. Now as we proceed through, we go and squeeze through the shelves here. Now before going to the doorway to the left, because if you go through that doorway you can't come back, door 180, turn on these switches here and then you'll see a firing range. Now all you need to do now is just crouch and crawl through this little space here, and you'll see two things here. There will be a postcard number 9, and right next to you on the left will be your next diary. Now for the diary page number 3, once we have now continued on a bit further, and you'll go through this area, a very small narrow walkway or passageway with red lights. At this point here, there will be 2 paths you can go. You can go left to go under the pipe, or you can go right. If you choose the right path and then stay to the right and go in this very small house or building, you will find your next diary. Now for the Gatling gun kill, this one's pretty simple to do. Once you encounter the Gatling gun guy for the first time, and once you have killed him, all you have to do is pick up the gun and start shooting. And now from the last location, as you go through this very small corridor again, go through the only door to your right that is opened. On the table here to the left, you will find your next diary. This will be the officer's diary number 1. Now for the next postcard, once you are with Anna again, so you save her from the doctor, this will be postcard number 8. Before going through the doorway that just opened, pick up the postcard.
Let's go. Not too fast though. I need to catch my breath a bit.
Now for the next diary is once we get to the elevator, before going into that elevator, look on the barrel to the left and you will pick up the officer's diary number 2. Now for the next officer's diary, this will be number 3. Once we go through the control room, and then we have to start to leave. Before getting onto the elevator that brings us back up or down, we will find the diary as well, just before we get on the elevator. And now for the first postcard, once we leave the Aurora for the first time, I actually didn't see this postcard until now. But we go inside. Normally this base isn't occupied yet until later on. You will find it on the wall as soon as you go through the doorway. Alright, so this next gun, the Valve, this is probably better than my other clip I did, but you probably won't see that now. So this is another area that I've searched already, but apparently I'm blind as hell. Right next to the main mission objective for the tower, there will be a Valve weapon inside here. just need a single kill, and that's it. The gun is very slow reloading, but make sure you get a kill and that'll be done. And now to get your very first good morale during this sand level is once we go ambush the first tower or the base, is when we get to this part, do not kill the guy who's at the top of this area.
Made a mistake coming here.
Just remember, do not kill the guy, just subdue him. You get a good morale for doing this.
I surrender!
And now for our very first document, or diary, is once we gain access to the vehicle, this would make things a lot easier. If you come to this location on the map, we will find an abandoned ship here. Now for this one, we're going to find the Shambler gun, and then we're also going to find the diary as well. Right, so when you get here, you need to make sure to holster your gun. And then you'll see a hermit here. Then in this location, you will find the diary here. 30 fragments. And now for the second diary, once we encounter the shipwreck as you're going towards your lighthouse mission. When you get here, you will see some slaves in the background to the left and right, making sure you holster your gun and do not aim it at them. Now all you need to do here is just head inside. This guy will speak to you, so you can either ignore him or just keep going. And go to the second floor. And then you'll encounter another guy that will turn around and speak to you, tell you to not go that way or go away. And then look on the table here to find your next document. Sorry, diary. And now to go get the good morale and the letter. So basically once we go up this ladder, we'll find some bandits. There's only 6 bandits in total, but we have to clear this area out. We cannot kill them, just take them out silently. So knock them out basically. And also you cannot get seen either.
On the bottom. Is there anyone watching them now? Not the fact. They're not.
And now let's go get the next suit upgrade. This will be for the motion sensor. So climb the ladder from the last location that is, and then go for the door directly in front. Look to the right on the table, you will find your next upgrade. So once we are going towards the lighthouse, this is for a mission anyway, we'll get to a point where we follow the path with our car, and then it's now narrowed down so we have to walk. Before going inside, if you want to do a 180 and head back out where the road we came down from, behind this rock here there will be it looks like a fishing boat. But if you want to go on there, this will be like a little safe house as well. And there's also a suit upgrade here as well. This is for an extra bright flashlight. Be careful when you enter here because there will be a trap. And there we go, that's our upgrade. And that's where we are. And now for this next area, once we proceed on now to the story progression, we need to go to the lighthouse and we have to go through the cave. So not too far from where we went to the fishing boat to get the suit upgrade. So for this one, it's recommended when you go in the cave is do not get detected, because from here to the lighthouse we have to remain undetected and do not kill any slaves. But of course the bandits and the slaves kind of look the same, so it's hard to tell which one's what. So just to be safe, just don't kill anyone, just knock them out. So as we progress through the cave, we'll find a guy walking, or not walking, but crawling away, and he's dead. You'll see two guys burning. Be careful, don't run too fast, or else you will die. Now in the next area here, we'll find a guy looking at another dead guy. Take him out. And then right behind you, there will be a guy above the wall, not above, but against the wall. And this will be your diary here.
Blast on the track. That bitch. Setting up all those traps. We gotta punish her for each of them. What have we got here? You bitch! You can't kill us all, even if only one of us remains. We'll still get you. What's the last move? Charge! Put pressure on her! That bitch, she kills our boys like it's nothing, but doesn't kill the slaves. What did you say? She's instead of them. You're trying to find yourself? Fucking bitch! You pay for that! Oh, the Baron will rip you apart for that. Baron is Baron that. You only talk about your Baron. Now he's the Baron out here. I think the Baron is too clever to copy himself. So he sends you, the stupid pigs, to die. And you all came here to die, like stupid pigs. The Baron could have promised you a ring if you kill me. Promised to your own slaves, horse things. Didn't he? But now they're going to get a head each. Nothing more. And I'll get that Baron later. I'll strangle that lame bastard later. Bitch! What the fuck are we supposed to do? She's up there. Yes, we kill all those dogs and drink some tea. Is everything quiet? You don't! Come up here then! You killed my enemies, so I think you're a friend. Door's blocked! Wait till I lower the lift! Come up to the lift!
So now, once you make it to the top of the lighthouse, if I remember correctly, on my first playthrough, you can't get back up here again. So making sure you grab this postcard in the lighthouse as soon as you enter. And now we're going to get the bulldog gun. So once we have left the lighthouse, we came down and we cannot go back up. In this area here, this is where the enemies were, and you knocked them all out. So make sure you give a good thorough look around here for any resources and guns. But for the Bulldog gun, I found this one located in these ruins. So I'm using it right now just to let you know this is called the Bulldog, unless I mistakenly got this gun wrong. Yeah, Bulldog. Of course I can't get a kill right now, but of course when we get to enemy we will get that kill. So now eventually once we go through the bunker, we get to a point where we need to drop down. This is probably the best place to get the kill with the gun. Well, I say best place. The only place we have an enemy that is to kill. And now let's go get the memo. So as soon as we drop down through the hole, go to the first office located in front of this doorway to the right. And on the desk here, you will find your note. So, after we went through the damage control, or I say damage control, but we go through a control room and then we go through the toilets. We'll come out from this doorway and enter this corridor. Now, once you get another radio contact with, I think it's Idiot, and then he will put himself on the intercom itself, or the main bunker speakers. Once you go through this room, the correct way to go is through here, but ignore that door for now. Stay in this room and then you'll find the diary. Now in the same location, just go to the door on the left and then pick up the photograph on your friend's mother. There we go. So now this will be a good deed when we hand it back to her. So now after you've done your main objective, you grabbed the map located down there. Now once we have left the doorway and go into the only room we can, you'll find many dead guys here sitting down on the chair. If you go to the far end one on the right, and you'll find the next document on the table. It's a diary, Plasma, not a document. I don't know how many times I said that. Now once you finish this next section of the level, you'll eventually go back up a lift, and then the cinematic of you giving the lady the picture will just come automatically. Of course, if you don't have the picture, then you won't see this thing.
Thank you, Artyom. This is for you. Father gave it to me when I was little. Damir says there's a little girl on your train. Give it to her.
Alright, so once you make it back to the hangout, or the Aurora I should say. Also, once we come down the middle, we will meet Anna as well, so she'll give us some more areas to go to. But then eventually we'll come back to the Aurora and go inside this little compound here. As we enter, Miller will contact you and you'll sit down and you'll give Miller the paperwork. Once all this is done, you want to find the kid now and give her the water bottle.
Where would I keep any?
Uncle Artyom, is this for
Sounds
me?
like a voice. I think it's, I don't know, him,
Wow,
her.
thank you.
So eventually you will go back to the Aurora and you'll see Anna and all that stuff. And eventually you will get a next objective to go to the top left hand side of the map. So before actually getting there, so you're in sight of the lighthouse, you're in sight of the fishing boat. But you'll see a van located outside of this like cavern section. On the top left hand side, not close to the mission, but very close to where we need to go anyway. And then all we need to do is kill everyone here, because you don't have to worry about getting seen or deaths. Just kill everyone here. It's up to you. It's optional. Kill or stealth. And eventually you'll get to this part here, where you will see a guy arguing with the rest of the crew if you've done this stealth. Now once you climb the ladder, you will hear a gunshot happen, and then all you need to do is pick up the death note located on the barrel, I think it is. And then in the same area, look on the workbench to the left, you will find the next upgrade for your suit. And now once we continue up now towards the objective where we meet Dimitri, I think his name is. So now we are actually at the main mission objective. So now as soon as we meet him, all we got to do is just follow the path, or the only path you can really take. If you want to explore around, you can. And once you slide down to this section here, you want to go around, or sorry, under the archway and take a left. So you're basically coming back on yourself, but you're going up. Now keep climbing up, and eventually you should run straight into this diary. And now for the postcard. I don't know what I think is number. Oh, I was going to say 11, but no. Postcard number 13 is located in that van just down below. As soon as you go in that van, just look on the doorway on the inside, and then you'll find your next ghost card. So for the breath achievement, basically all we need to do is pretty simple to do, is run out of filters completely, zero filters. So we have no extras. Once you're in a gas section or dangerous section, when you reach 0 on your filter timer, you want to take the mask off, go in your inventory, craft a filter, put your mask on, then put the filter on. Then you should get the achievement as soon as you craft the filter. Now for the roller coaster achievement, once you lead outside, or eventually I should say you'll lead back outside, and you'll see a guy also ride this thing in the middle. All we need to do is get to that and then ride it up, and then we'll gain the achievement. And also during this section here, it is recommended not to kill anyone. Just completely ignore them. So the only people I actually kill, well, the only thing I kill is the dogs. The rest of it I just don't bother, because there's no need to kill them. So basically, just to be safe, just don't kill anyone but animals.
You get now. Hey, Mirza for his dog.
Sen kimsin? Who you? What do here, Betanis?
The new steps are chosen.
Dynasty, Meganiles. Men kaida bari pelimin. How's it going? Thank you, Betanis.
All quiet. Those newcomers from the train ain't showing up either. Did the boys tell you anything about those?
Looks like Nazi camps back in Moscow, doesn't it? The bastards.
Went after them with their car, but didn't come back. Well, there was that storm too.
So, these newcomers could be the real deal. Could have done them boys in.
As if they are special forces or something. They're your regular upstart gang looking for a quick buck. Well, if they really did do our boys in, they're as good as dead. We have the only water here. Without it, they're gonna be so weak after a couple of days, we'll cut them like chickens. Pussy shit.
Sure.
Well, I gotta go. You stay on the lookout for them newcomers.
So I do apologise for this scene, especially because I don't show you where I am, and I can't go back there. I'm too far in the story now to actually come back to this section. So basically, I'm in the sniper tower, so it's the crane in the middle of the map. So you'll have an objective, or a sub-objective, or side mission to investigate the crane. And there'll be a sniper on this crane. I believe this is the only crane that has a sniper on. I could be wrong. So the only way to activate this truck coming towards you across that long bridge is you need to go to the workbench. As soon as you go to the workbench to customize your gun, or any gun, this scene will happen. Then if you save just before they start to arrive, and then you just got to kill 5 of them, reload, kill 5, reload, kill 5, reload, kill 5, reload, until you get the achievement. And now for this lovely achievement. If you're lucky enough, and if you can find a stack of enemies right together, you can easily get this achievement as well by doing the same thing as the sniper rifle or the stand back achievement. So basically for this achievement, all we need to do is run over 50 enemies in this car. But like I said, if you can find a spot, well, I couldn't find a spot, so I wasn't as lucky. So I just basically went around the whole map, just keep on killing people. But like I said, if you can't find, or say, if you find a spot that has many enemies like bunched up into one, save it before you crush them and just rinse and repeat until you get 50. And now for diary number 11, once you head east on the map now and go to the east-north side of the map, near the coastline, and you will find this ship just plainly in the direction of the roadway. So now go into the camp and climb this very small ladder. You don't have to go exactly onto the ship. You will find the note located on this crate. And also, just to give you more reference, there is some bad guys here, and then if you look behind this ship, there will be a downed attack chopper. So now if you head directly north from the same location, you will find this big old boy located directly on the coast or the shoreline. So just to be safe, I don't think it matters now, but I'm just being safe from my end. I done this entire area stealth. And I don't think you have to. Basically, all you need to do is go through this boat and go to the very end where the control room is, and you have to release the slaves. Whatever you do doesn't impact what happens to the slaves. You just need to get to that location. But I didn't want to accidentally kill a slave, because some of them are armed, but I don't think they're armed for this section though. I just didn't want to be wrong, so I just done everything stealth. But eventually you will come into the control room. You will find a postcard. This should be number 12. And then we find diary number 12 located to the left side. And then once you leave this control room and go to the front side of this, you'll find that switch to do the good deed. And now, if you remember, I talked about this attack helicopter pin down just over the other side of the ship. But now, as we're going towards the next objective, there will be a part of the road that splits off to the left. So if you go down to the left path, and this will lead you to a dead end. And also, you'll find a cave directly in front. If you enter the cave, you will find your suit upgrade number 12, and this will be the gas mask repair. And then if you really want to, you can go to the left and talk to the gentleman to the left. And now we're going to go south now to go to this airfield. There's only 2 things here to collect, so let's find them now. So the first thing will be the postcard number 14. This is located in the second hangar as you enter the airfield on your right. Now go to the very end and you'll fight some bad guys, and then hopefully you would see this postcard on one of the crates just in the middle at the very end. And now for the final upgrade, this will be the NVD amplifier. So basically, once you leave the hangar, you want to now go into this building and go the only way you can and reach the top. Once you reach the top, then you can grab the next upgrade. This will be located on a chair. And also this will be a safe house, so if you want to sleep, recommended to sleep in the dark. Then we can proceed on to our next objective. And now for the last and 2 final morales. Once you start this mission, this will be your final mission to do, and this will be like a no point of return. So making sure you have finished everything before you go and do this. So now, the main objective for this is to infiltrate the base without getting detected. You can knock out people, just don't get seen. And don't let the bodies get discovered. As soon as you make it through this underground, you will get a good morale.
Nobody go, nobody fool.
See you up
We stand here all day here. You suck. Better go. Who goes? Some shite in there. Nobody here, nobody there, nobody anywhere. Praise holy flame. I have to work good to show master I'm good slave, obedient slave, and master can be
Masters completely.
Who is there?
What is this shit? I'll kill you.
Fortune. Very good. Soon.
Emir, Artyom, Miller here. Aurora is ready to set out. What's your situation? Over.
And now for the final morale. Basically, once you are now in the fortress, all we need to do now is watch out for a bandit beating up a slave. You'll see that just before going up some stairs. Now, if you watch this happen, wait for the bandit to kick the slave through the door. Now, once the bandit and the slave are together in the single room, all we need to do is go behind them and then subdue the bandit. Do not kill him.
I'm sorry, Master. I'm your slave. It was not on purpose. Shut up! I'll teach you how to serve now. I'm sorry, Master. Don't teach, please. Shut the fuck up!
No kill, Master Misa. No kill, please.
Master angry, but still Master. If Master dies, they kill me next.
End. The winning end.
Let's go, Artyom. Thank you for helping my people. I'm in your debt forever.
So now, once we have boinked with Anna, after the cutscene, you want to leave the cabin that you're to in, and then you want to go to the right. Now, all you need to do now is go all the way to the end, and you will find your little doom buggy thing, and then right next to that will be your first diary of this section, and there's only one. So now for the Forest Child achievement. Basically, we're going to complete this level now without attacking anyone, without being noticed. There are exceptions, so if you get attacked by an animal, you can freely attack that and get noticed by them. It's only humans. There is one part in Pacific I want to tell you now, is once you gain access to your backpack again, there will be one bandit that actually sees you. Don't worry, this doesn't count towards you being seen. And also for the kill achievements like Robin Hood, Saboteur and Headhunter, these are very self-explanatory. I don't really need to explain what to do. But if you find a good place, like a bandit camp, if you want to quick save it, and then kill, just say 5 enemies, and then quick load, kill them again, quick load, kill them again, quick load, and just keep repeating and repeating until you get the achievements. This won't affect your Forest Child either, as long as you quick load where you started wreaking havoc. And now for postcard number 15, as we grab our crossbow, ignore the blue house for now and go to the right hand side. Inside this house at the very back on like a closet or cabinet, you will find your next postcard. And now for the diary page number 1, this will be the note on the crossbow bolt. Now, as we leave this area completely, we'll go through a fence that is slightly opened, or doorway. Now, we'll just listen to a sound, and it will hit this doorway on the left. And then you want to pick up your bolt. This will be the note as well. And also, I kind of forgot as well. If you grab yourself a kill, and this will be the last kill of the entire game, what you need to do for weapons. And yes, you can use crows. And confirm. And now for the good morale, basically once you leave the main area that you're in, you want to head directly straight. You will hear some commotion in the background. You have to quickly kill this wolf here before the bandit dies. If you've done it successfully, the bandit will be alive and the wolf will be dead. Now all we need to do is just save this bandit and then move on our way.
I owe you a big one. And I'll never forget this, I swear! This forest fire.
And now for the next achievement. Basically, once we get to this location, you can't really miss it because we have to come here. Now, once we go to the top of these very small steps, all we need to do is attack the statue, and then we gain the achievement. Now for the next diary page, this will be the unsent letter. Now from the last location, head up the next set of stairs, and your diary page is located in the building on your right. Now for postcard number 16, as we go past the building that we came out from, be careful when you come here though, there'll be some guys that come out from this area here. Do not run away, just stand still and holster your weapon. When they leave, then you can freely move. If you don't do this correctly, then you will get shot at. This will be evoking your Forest Child achievement. But once you go into the house here, there will be a postcard located on the side here. This will be right next to where the dead body is, this propped up against. Now, once we come back now we're going to proceed on. Go across the bridge, and the first house you come along, there will be 3 bandits in here. So these were the 3 people that talk to you. If you look into the third window on the right side of the house, you can actually grab this through the wall. You don't need to go inside. Now this will be quite a lengthy one. So basically, I'm not going to speak now. All you got to do is make it to the tower there. That's where your next diary page is and where we need to go. Once you go down the zip line, you will get a good morale for beating this section without being seen.
Alyosha, come in. We keep trying to contact you.
And now for the diary page number 5. This will be the Dusty Diary. So once we're now in the next section, if you just follow the road for now and you keep looking to the left until you see some light. Now once you see that light in the tree, then you want to go towards it and it will be a tree house. Now enter this tree house and you will find your diary located next to the fire as we go up there. And now for the next diary, I recommend you make a save or a quick save, because I haven't figured out a way to get this next diary without being seen. So now from the last location, head up the stairs and go across the zip line. Now as we go across the zip line, if you want to go directly straight now, you will find a solo bandit. He will always notice you when you get too close and run inside to grab his gun. In the inside where he grabs his gun, you will find the diary located on the left. And once you grab the diary, all we need to do is quick load and proceed on as normal.
You shouldn't have come here, drifter.
So now we want to cancel out what we just did. So we don't really want to kill the guy, do we? Because we can't get the Forest Child achievement. So now revert back to our old save and we're back in action again. A good thing about this game that once we collect stuff, it always stays with us with the collectibles side of things. So we got the log and we revert back to our old save so we don't get so we can actually get the Forest Child achievement. So now for the next diary, we want to leave the treehouse and go to the right side. So go to the riverside and you will find a guy on the dock. Feel free to talk to him if you want to. He is kind of like a friendly bandit, so this won't revoke your achievement for the Forest Child, so feel free to speak to him if you want to, but I don't bother, so it's entirely up to you if you want to do that or not. Now once you go into the shed where he's located, you will find the lost diary. Now for the Dusty Notebook. The best thing to tell you how to get to it is stay to the right and follow the edge of the mountainside here. Now go all the way to the end now. Well, I say all the way, but keep going to the right, or keep going straight, sorry, and keep looking to the right. Eventually you will find like a green like glow in a cave. This is where you need to go to grab your next diary. Also, don't worry if you get attacked by anyone, because there's always wolves here for me, so you have to kill them anyway. Luckily enough, it doesn't revoke your achievement, so we can actually just carry on as normal. So now, after we have collected our backpack, this is where we'll be. Now, once you go around the corner here, you will find many enemies here. So we just need to ignore them, or avoid them. The only way you can do that is go under the tree where the green glow is. Now, once we leave, we want to follow the walkway for now, or the road. Now, if you keep looking to the left, you might find, or no, you will find, not might, you will find a house off to the left-hand side. Now, once you go inside, there will be your next diary. This will be the, wherever that says, note. If you really want to, there will be a friendly bandit just to the right of us, but are just best to avoid. Now from the last location, just stay to the left and you'll go into a very small stream. This will lead you to a cave. Recommended once you go through this cave is to sleep until nighttime once again. We don't want to sneak through a place where it starts getting daylight. And now just keep watching to find your diary.
somewhere instead of wasting time. I just finished the patrol and am now enjoying my free time, so get off my face! Free time is for rest, and you're going to lose your voice if you continue like that. Nothing. You could go mute for all I care, but this thing isn't going to say a word anyways. Why? Even you can talk, and it's much smarter than you, that's for sure. Ah, shut up.
And now for the diary number 11. So once we've followed the only way we can, so go and follow the stream. There will be a path that goes into the cave, and this will be your page number 11. But there is another way you can go, but it's recommended to stay in the cave because we don't want to get seen by anyone, do we? So if you continue on, there'll be bandits. If you go right, you'll be safe. Now for the next diary, this is located in the same cave. All you need to do is just follow the cave through until you find a dead person on the floor. Not the dead guy that gets thrown down, but there'll be a dead guy along the way that's holding your next diary. Now this is my recommended save point, but it's entirely up to you if you want to move further up. But once you grab your next document from the dead guy, the next place we're going to enter will be quite a wide open area. This is probably my best place to do it. So if you want to go get the kill achievements now, you can. If not, then wait till you do another playthrough and be bad and kill everyone. This is entirely up to you, so get the kills if you want to. So if you really want to, you can make a quick save now before we jump up, just so we're that bit closer. So we're going to grab the postcard number 17 now. This is located at the very, very far back of where we are now. So the opposite side of the area that we are now. And now once we get this postcard, we're now going to get the diary. So now once we leave the house, we want to leave the front gates. As we leave the front gates, we want to now go to the very bottom now until we hit the water. Once we hit the water, you want to go right now. Go right to the very end and you will find our bandit that we saved at the very beginning of the level. He was meant to help us, but he had different plans. But also, once you get very close to him, just pick up the diary. And then that'll be it. And once again, if you're doing you're killing the achievements, just do a quick load and rinse and repeat. So now we're going to make a quick load now, or load the previous save that we made, or the quick save. And now once we quick load, once again, everything will be erased and we are still good for the forest child. Now for the next diary is once we leave the cave, we now want to go behind the two houses located on the left. So we don't actually need to go towards the house itself, just go around them on the left side. So once we leave this house that we're in now, you will see two more houses just in front of you now. So basically we want to get behind the house on the right. That's where we need to go, but just to be safe, just take the long way around. Just so we don't get seen by no one. And eventually we'll start to see a tractor and a trailer as we get closer. So there's the tractor and trailer. And now for the hunter's note, this is located before you enter the gate. So make sure you grab that before you enter. Once again, this gate is part of the story. You need to come through here. So now for the Master of the Forest, all we need to do is fight the bear. Do not retreat, do not run away, just fight the bear, and eventually the bear will retreat and you will gain the Master of the Forest. It's probably recommended to get some Molotovs if you haven't, or get some more bows. Either way, we just need to deal with this bear so we can get the achievement. So now for the next few clips, I don't really need to speak over, but eventually you will go through the next section and Olga will encounter you. After the conversation is done, we just need to proceed on from here. So once again, the Olga encounter is all part of the story.
For the day.
What are you going on about?
Not what, but whom? Do you know the drifter that the pioneers caught?
Yeah, what about it?
That guy's not alone.
So what? We'll catch them all anyways.
The first one, maybe. The second one, no. It's a tough catch. Lots of people tried, no dice. That's one sneaky bastard.
Don't think anyone did. Why?
I heard shooting like there was no tomorrow. I thought it was the bandits again. Then I saw the trees falling. Someone was not.
I saw that movement here. Something's wrong with me today. I just imagined it. Are there, I wonder. Hey, what is that? See? Down there?
What is that shadow? Hey, that's a... Hey, something just moved in that house, I think.
So now for the postcard number 18 is once we now finally meet the Admiral in this location. Once again, this is all part of the story. You will find the postcard located on the right side as we enter, located on the wall. Now for the next achievement, this is called 5 o'clock. Basically, all we need to do is once we meet the Admiral, he will ask us to sit down. Once we sit down, then all we need to do is just sit there for like 5 or 6 minutes. And then eventually he will fall asleep.
You're always right.
As soon as he falls asleep, you will gain the achievement.
Like it. I gathered, dried, and brewed it myself. Can't get any help from this worthless lot. At least, they don't eat much. Hey, boys? I'll take a nap in the meantime. Just a little rest.
Good tea. Good tea.
Eventually you will enter the spider section, and then eventually you will find this red door that has no power. Once you give it power, and then open it. As soon as we open the red door, you will find the dead body, and right next to that will be your next diary. This one's really hard to miss. And now once we finally leave the spider section, we'll meet up with our friend again. Now as we proceed through this very small little town section, Before the blue car, we'll find a house that says number 34. Oh, sorry, it's after the blue car, my bad. In between the two vehicles. This is house number 34. Once you go inside, you will find a letter here, and then to the left in the doorway, you will find your next postcard. This will be your final diary and postcard of this level. And now, once you've done everything necessary, before you're going to zip line down, Olga will come and stop you guys. If this is done correctly, Olga and your friend will be lovey-dovey to each other. If not, then he will get wounded in the belly. I'm not too sure if this is your first playthrough. I'm not too sure if you can use chapter select or not. If for some reason you have done this incorrectly, then I'm not too sure what you can do. And now we're on the level called Artyom. As soon as we start, we want to go to the Colonel's area, and after the conversation is finished, do not go to the world map. Now, if you want to backtrack now all the way through the train carts,
The medicine is called Renergen F, and she was
then go to the very end.
amazed by it. Mind you, she was a real doctor, unlike me.
Now, as we're here, we can upgrade our stuff and do whatever we need to. But in this same room, there will be another diary. This will be the Katya's note. Now, welcome to the Dead City. So this one's a pretty short mission, and this is the final mission of the game. So eventually, we'll go through all the snow and all that lovely stuff. We'll fight some mutants, and then we will follow Miller down into this very small area. Before carrying on through the door with Miller, make sure you look on the locker to find the postcard. Now, just a recommendation, if you have some materials that you can clean these weapons off, making sure you get all the guns dirty as possible, because this will help towards the Tidy Man achievement if you haven't got it. But now, after we leave the water, as soon as we leave the water with Miller, look on the trolley to the right to find your first diary. Now, once again, you and Miller will come up the escalators. You want to go through the door on the left and go all the way to the end, and then you will find Miller right here at the very end. So before going through the door at the very end, making sure you pick up the diary before you do so. Now, for postcard 21 and the next diary, this is located in the hideout. So once you get into the safe room, if you want to go about in the middle section and on the pillar to the left, you will find your next postcard. And now for the next diary, once you go onto the mission board, you will find your next diary page. This will be number 3, and this will be orders. So now let's go get the Tidy Man achievement. Basically, all we got to do is spend 500 chemical resources on cleaning weapons. This is throughout the game. So the reason why I told you to switch your weapons in the water, just so you can get them dirty to clean them. Making sure you make a manual save or a quick save and then quick load, and keep rinsing and repeating until you get the achievement. Luckily enough, I didn't have to grind this out. I got it on my first run. But for those who haven't got it, this is how you can do it before you can't do it no more. Yes, there is one more cleaning station ahead, but you are more than likely not going to have enough resources by that time. And now this is a very simple achievement. All we have to do is attach all attachments to one weapon. I didn't really want to show this one, but this is very self-explanatory. Just have at least an attachment on every bit of gun. That's all you have to do. And now for the diary page number 4, notebook. Now once we are on our own, we will find a mutant that runs away. Now follow the only path you can. Then once you go into the train, you will find a diary located on the chair on the right before you drop down out the door to the left. Now, worn out diary. So once we go to the boat, Once again, this is all part of the story. Now go about halfway down this area here, you will find a platform that you can get off to the left. So once we get here, we want to go investigate the area to the left before we carry on further. So basically, to get to this diary, all you need to do is go the only way you can. And then you should hopefully run directly into this one. But of course, this diary is very missable to get because you don't really need to be here. You will only find an attachment for your shambler gun. And of course, the diary. I don't want to say much, but eventually you will use your boat again. You will load up the next sequence. Then you'll be outside kind of thing. And then you want to come inside and up the escalators. Now once you go down this dark corridor, go for the doorway to the left before you carry on further to go to the next section. In this room you will find your next diary. And now once you're fully outside again, eventually you will have to drop down. In this part here you will find like a creature in the very background there. You can just about see him. This is the wrong way to go for the collectible. Do a 180 if you see this and then go towards the dead end and you will find the dusty notebook. And now there's an achievement called Guide. Basically all we do is do not kill any of these creatures. If you do, then you won't get an achievement. That's all there is. You can get seen by them, you just cannot kill them. So now once you have some more hallucinations happening, you will put a gas mask on the dead body that looks like armor. Then once you drop down, you want to go to the doorway to the right. You will see a skeleton, or sorry, a dead body propped up against the door. And head downstairs, you will enter the blue door. Now as soon as you go through this doorway, you will find your last and final diary. This will net you the achievement for finding all diaries. And now all we need to do now is just beat the level and you'll get the achievement called Guide to do not kill any blind ones. And that's basically it. And now once you get to the very end of the game, I do mean at the very end, you should net the achievement called Full Strength. This is basically the good ending. I did get a good end before when I played this originally, but I didn't get all the people in the Aurora to stay. So if you've done this video correctly, or all the videos, then you should get that achievement as well.
It is myself, 500, I tell you. Persevere, minor.